Hello and welcome. My name is Savannah, and today I will be guiding you through a hip mobility yoga class. So this practice will feel pretty good if you have been sitting a lot. It will also be great if you are holding a lot of your stress or tension in your hips. All you will need for this class is yourself and your mat. Let's begin in a cross-legged position. Sit up nice and tall here. Shoulders can stack over top of the hips and lift the crown of your head, the top of your head up towards the sky. Lengthen out from your tailbone, the base of your spine, all the way up to the top of your head. Let's take a big breath in, full breath out. Once again, big breath in, and release it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale now through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Continuing just like this a few more times. In through the nose and then out through the mouth. One more big breath in and out through the mouth. From here, start to walk your hands out in front of you. Think about sending your hips towards the wall behind you and reaching your heart forward. If you would like to, you can rest your forehead down onto the ground if it reaches. You can stack your hands and rest your forehead onto your stacked hands. Allow each breath to be full and complete. And let's take one more breath here. Good. Begin to walk your hands back in towards your body and just switch the cross of your legs. So bring the opposite foot in front. Sit up nice and tall. Take a big breath in. Release it through your mouth. Two more big breaths in through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more big breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Good. Begin to walk your hands out in front of you. Think about sending your hips towards the wall behind you and reaching your heart forward, finding so much length through your spine. You can stack your hands and rest your forehead on your hands. Or if your forehead reaches the ground, you can rest it on the ground. Settle into this pose. We'll be here for a couple more breaths. Good. Start to walk your hands back in towards your body. Bring your feet together, soles of the feet together and your knees out wide. Bring your hands together at heart center. Sit up nice and tall. From here, bring your legs out wide into a straddle. Sit up nice and tall here. Bring your feet back together, knees out wide, back into that straddle. We'll continue just like this, going at your own pace, maybe inhaling as you come into your wide straddle and exhaling as you bring the feet together into your diamond shape. Let's do one more each way. Good. From here, from your diamond or your bound angle, sit up nice and tall. Start to fold down over your legs. You can bring your hands onto your feet. Rise back up as you inhale. Exhale, bring your legs out wide. Inhale here, exhale, fold down. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, bring your feet together. Sit up nice and tall. Lower down. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, bring your legs out wide. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, bring your feet together. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. Breathe out as you lower down. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, bring your legs out wide into your straddle. Inhale here. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, bring your feet together. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale to lower down. Inhale to rise back up. Exhale, bring your legs out into your straddle. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bring the feet together into your diamond. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, lower down. Bring your hands down onto the ground. Hands can grab onto your feet if you like. Bring your forehead down towards your feet. We'll stay here for just a breath or two. Good. Start to lift yourself back up. Come into a tabletop position on hands and knees. And I'm just going to face you so you can see this movement a little bit better. Bring your right leg straight out to the right side so your right foot can be off of your mat here. Let's inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, lower the right leg down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. A few more just like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Try not to lean your weight over too much towards the left side. Keep your weight even through both hands. Good. Bring the right knee back in to your tabletop. Take a big breath in here and a big breath out. From here, bring your left leg straight out to the left side. Your left foot can be off of your mat here. Let's inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, lower it down. And once again here, try not to lean your weight over too much towards the right side. Keep your weight even through both hands. Inhale to lift and exhale to lower. We'll do about 4 more of these. One more. Good. From here, meet in your tabletop. Hips over top of the knees, shoulders over top of the wrists. Fingers are spread nice and far apart. From here, let's take the left leg straight out to the left side once again. Tuck your right toes under and start to inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, shift your weight back, bringing the right hip on top of the right heel. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. A couple more just like that. Come to center and leave your left leg straight out to the left side. Coming into some cats and cows from here. So inhale, lift your tailbone, lift your heart, look up. Exhale to round your spine, look down, lift your upper back up towards the sky. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Continuing just like this. Notice how it feels to do this cow in a slightly different way. Let's do one more. Good, bring your left knee back in to center into your tabletop, and we'll just switch it over to the second side. So the right leg will come straight out to the right side. From here, you can tuck the left toes under and start to shift your weight forward as you inhale, and then shift back as you exhale. Inhale, come forward. Exhale to come back. Continuing just like this for several more rounds. Let's do one more. Find center, find neutral once you are finished. If you would like to, you can untuck the left toes. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the heart, look up, arch your back. Exhale to round your spine, look down. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. We'll do about 3 to 4 more rounds. Let's do one more. Inhale to arch and exhale to round. Good, bring your right knee back in to your tabletop. From here, bring your hands a little bit out in front of you. Fingers are still spread nice and far apart. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Drop your left heel down, lift your right heel up a little bit off of the mat, finding a stretch for the left calf muscles. Drop your right heel down, lift the left heel a little bit off of your mat, finding a stretch now for the right calf. Switch it over to the first side, and let's just alternate from side to side a couple more times. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg up high to the sky. Exhale, step it through in between your hands. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, rise up into your low lunge. Reach your arms up. Exhale here. Inhale. As you exhale, hover your chest over your right thigh. Reach your arms back. Inhale, rise back up, arms overhead. Exhale to hover, reach your arms back. Once again, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hover and reach your arms back. Inhale, rise up. Tuck your left toes under. Lift up your left knee. If you would like to bring your hands to your hips to do that, you can do that. You can also bring your hands down to frame your right foot. Coming up into your crescent lunge, however you would like to get there is good. Ground down firmly into your right foot and the ball of your left foot. Inhale here. Exhale, hover your chest over the right thigh, reach your arms back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to hover. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hover. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Lower your left knee down. Plant your hands down. Extend your right leg straight back behind you. So the right leg is straight. The leg is parallel to the ground. Let's pulse it up for 10. It's a small movement here. Moving the right leg up and down. We have 5 more. Last 2. Good. Now bring the right knee behind your left knee. So the knees are stacked one on top of the other. Bring your feet farther apart from one another. And then start to send your hips back towards the wall behind you. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Exhale to shift the weight back. So this is similar to what we did with the leg extended out to the side earlier. Let's do a few more of these. Good. From here, bring the left leg back towards center. Extend your right leg straight back behind you. Step the right foot through once again, top of the mat. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Exhale to hover your chest, reach your arms back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hover and reach back. Once again, inhale, rise up, reach your arms overhead. Exhale to hover. Bring your hands down to frame the right foot and step the left foot up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Once again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the right foot far back behind you, back of the mat. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, rise up into your low lunge. Reach your arms up. Exhale, stay right here. Inhale. Exhale, hover your chest over your left thigh, reach your arms back. Inhale, rise back up into your low lunge. Exhale, hover your chest over your left thigh, reach your arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hover. Inhale, rise. We're transitioning from here into our high lunge or our crescent lunge. So tuck the right toes under, lift up the right knee, rise on up into your high lunge. Reach your arms up. Inhale here. Exhale, hover your chest over the left thigh, reach the arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hover. One more time, inhale, rise. Exhale, hover. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring your hands down to frame the left foot, planting the hands firmly down onto the mat. Lower the right knee down and extend your left leg straight back behind you, moving into those little pulses for 10. It's a small movement with the left leg, lifting and lowering it. Let's do 5 more. Last 2. Good. Bring the left knee now behind the right knee. So your knees are stacked one on top of the other. Bring your feet farther apart from one another. If you would like to, you can bring your hands a little bit towards the right side, if that works better for you. From here, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift your weight back. Inhale, forward, shoulders over top of the wrists. Exhale, send your hips back. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back. Continuing just like this for a few more rounds. One more shift forward and shift back. Come to center. Bring your right leg towards center. Extend your left leg straight back behind you. Then step the left foot forward, top of the mat. Rise up once again into your low lunge. Inhale here. As you exhale, hover your chest over your left thigh. Reach your arms back. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to hover. Inhale, rise. Exhale to hover. Inhale, rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down to frame the left foot. Step up to the top of your mat with the right foot. Bring your feet to about hip distance apart if they aren't already. Bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. Allow your head to be heavy. Allow your upper body to be heavy. If you would like to here, you can rock from right to left. Or maybe you find a bit of movement forward and back. Let's now bring the hands towards the ground. Bring your feet out to the edges of the mat, toes out, heels in. We're coming into our yogi squat or malasana. So start to lower the hips down towards the ground. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Sit up nice and tall. If you're higher up like this, that's fine. Come into your version of this pose. Whatever that looks like for you is great. Option now to either bring your thumb and your first two fingers to your big toes, wrapping your fingers around your big toes, or you can just bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale, let's lift the hips up, coming into a forward fold variation. Exhale, lower the hips down into your malasana, into that starting position. Inhale, lift your hips up, look down. Exhale, lower the hips down, look forward. Inhale, lift the hips up, look down. Exhale, come into your malasana. Continuing just like this for a few more rounds. Let's do one more. Bring your hands down onto the mat if they aren't already. Lift your hips up, come into a forward fold. Bring your feet to about hip distance apart. Let's hang out here for a breath or two. Bend your knees as much as you would like. From here, step your left foot back to the back of your mat. Bring your feet parallel to one another. Feet are parallel to the front and back edges of the mat. Find length through your spine, fingertips tented up onto the mat. And then fold down over your legs. Walk your hands over towards the right foot. Bend deeply into the right leg. We'll hang out here for a breath or two. Good. Walk your hands over to the left foot. Bend deeply into the left leg. Good. Move back over towards the right. As soon as your hands come to the right foot, walk your hands over to the left foot, bending deeply into the left leg. And moving a little bit quicker here, moving from side to side. If it feels better for you to move slower, move as slow as you like. Make this practice work for you and take into account how you are feeling today. Let's do one more on each side. Let's now meet in our wide-legged, standing forward fold. Find length through the spine, and then fold down over your legs. Walk your hands to the front of your mat and step back into your downward facing dog, planting the hands down, fingers are spread nice and far apart, sending the hips up and back. Take one more breath here in your downward facing dog. Step your right foot through in between your hands, top of the mat. Bring your right hand towards the top right corner of your mat. Bring your left hand onto your left hip. Lift your left leg up. Bring all of your weight onto your right leg. Left hip will stack over top of the right hip as you come into your half moon. You can keep your left hand on your left hip, or you can reach the arm up towards the sky. We'll stay here and breathe for just a little bit longer. Good. From here, bring the left hand down to the mat. Square your hips. So if you had headlights on the front of your hips, they would be pointing to the ground. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Lift your chest up a little bit here. Inhale, open up into half moon. Exhale, bring your hands together, warrior three. Inhale, come into half moon. Exhale into warrior three. Inhale, half moon. A couple more just like this. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, warrior three. From your warrior three, place both hands down onto the mat and fold down over the right leg. Can you lift your left leg a little bit higher? And can you let your head be a little bit heavier? Good. Step the left foot far back of the mat. Lower the left knee down. Bring your hands onto your right thigh. Allow your hips to lower down towards the mat a little bit here. Full breaths in and full breaths out. Another full breath in and release it. Bring your hands down now to frame the right foot. Tuck the left toes under, lift up the left knee. Fingers are spread nice and far apart. Step to the back of your mat with the right foot into your downward facing dog. Notice how your hips are feeling. Notice how your entire body is feeling. Notice how you are feeling. Let's try that little flow on the second side now. So as you are ready, you can step the left foot through in between your hands, top of the mat. We're going to bring all of the weight into the left leg. But first, let's bring the left hand towards the top left corner of the mat. You can tent up onto the left fingers. Right hand can come to the right hip. Lift up your right leg. Stack the right hip over top of the left hip. Your right hand can stay where it is on the right hip, or you can reach the arm up overhead towards the sky. We'll stay here and breathe for a little bit longer as we settle into our half moon. Good. Bring the right hand down to the mat. Allow the hips to be facing the ground, so your hips are squared. Then when you're ready, hands together at heart center. Take a big breath in and out. On your next inhale, open up into half moon. Right arm reaches up, right hip on top of the left, left hand down. Exhale, warrior three. Hands together at heart center. Inhale into half moon. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, warrior three. We'll do this just a couple more times. Find your balance, move slowly and with control. Notice how this left hip is feeling. One final time. Inhale, half moon. Exhale, warrior three. From here, bring both hands onto the mat. Fold down over your left leg. Lift your right leg higher towards the sky. One more big breath in and out. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Lower your right knee down. Right toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever you like. Bring your hands onto your left thigh. And can you start to lower your hips down towards the ground a little bit here? One or two more breaths here in our low lunge. Good, bring your hands now down to frame the left foot. Fingers spread nice and far apart, tuck the right toes under, lift up the right knee, step back into your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in here, and a big breath out. Step your right foot now to the outside of your hands, to the right side of your mat. So your hands are to the inside of your right foot. Start to shift your weights forward and then back. Shift forward, inhale, exhale, shift back. Once again, shift forward and shift back. Come to center, step your left foot to the left side of your mat. Form Malasana, sit your hips low, hands can be together at heart center. And once again, if you're higher up like this, that's fine, that's not a problem. Make this practice, make this class work for you. Let's bring the hands down to the ground, lift the hips up, step the right foot back to the back of the mat. Hands are to the inside of the left foot. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, shift your weight back. Inhale forward, exhale to move back. A few more just like this, working with the breath. One more time, forward and back. Find center, step up into your Malasana. Lower your hips down. Inhale here. Exhale, come into a forward fold, lift your hips up. Allow your feet to be parallel to the long edges of your mat. Feet are hip distance apart. Let your head be heavy. Your legs can be as bent as you would like them to be. You can do whatever you like with your arms here. We'll be here for 1 or 2 more breaths. Good. Plant your hands firmly down onto the mat. Step both feet back to the back of your mat. Just for a moment here to transition, you can lower your knees down. Bring your right forearm down onto the ground and parallel to the front of your mat. Then coming into forearm side plank. So facing the left side, reach your left arm up. Stacking or staggering your feet, whatever you like. Let's now bring the left hand onto the left hip. Lift your left leg, your top leg up, and lower it down. We'll just do a couple more. Let's do one more. Good. Lower yourself down. Come onto your belly. Bring one hand over top of the other and rest your forehead here onto your stacked hands. One more breath in and a breath out. Hands underneath the shoulders. Let's do that little side plank movement on the second side. Lift up into your modified plank to begin. Bring your left forearm parallel to the front of your mat. Come into your side plank here on the second side. Your feet can be stacked or staggered. You're facing the right side of the room. Right arm can lift up towards the sky. Lift your hips up a little bit more. Let's now bring the right hand onto the right hip, and let's lift and lower the right leg up for 4, 3, just 2 more. Good. Lower it down. Come down onto your belly. Bring one hand over top of the other. Rest your forehead down onto your hands. Bend your knees and take your feet from right to left. One more breath in and out. Release your legs long on your mat. Bring your big toes towards one another, hands underneath your shoulders. Press up into your tabletop, and we'll come into a child's pose. So the knees can be as close together or as far apart as you like. Sit your hips down to rest onto your heels. Reach your arms out in front of you and rest your forehead down onto the ground. Or you can stack your hands and rest your forehead on your hands. Focus on taking full breaths in and complete breaths out. We'll be here for just a couple more breaths. Good. From here, walk your hands in towards your body. Come to face now the long edge of your mat in a tabletop position. For this next pose, you may want to fold the edges of your mat over so you have some more padding here for your knees. What we are going to do from our tabletop is we'll bring the knees farther apart from one another. Knees go towards the front and back of the room. And as you do that, keep your feet right behind your knees. So come to a place where you feel like you can stay for a few breaths. If you would like to, you can lower down onto your forearms. Make any adjustments that you would like to. You can bring your knees closer together or farther out. Whatever feels good for your body at this time. One more breath. Take your time to start to bring your knees back in towards one another. And from here, come to a seated position with your legs out in front of you. Legs are bent. Lower all the way down onto your mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and rock from side to side. From here, allow the left leg to go long on your mat. Right knee is still into your chest. Left hand on the right knee. Bring the right leg across your body to the left-hand side. If you would like to, you can reach the right arm out to the right, and you can look towards the right hand. Left hand can stay on the right knee, guiding the leg closer towards the ground. One more breath. Good. Let's take the right knee back to our chest. Give it one final squeeze in towards your body. Allow the right leg to go long on your mat and hug the left knee into your chest. Keep your right hand on the left knee and take your left leg across your body to the right hand side. Left arm can extend out towards the left. And if you like, you can look towards the left hand. You can keep the right hand on the left leg, guiding it closer towards the ground. One more big breath. Release from your twist. Bring the left knee back into your chest. And then bring the right knee in as well. Give yourself one final hug, one final squeeze. And then release everything long, coming into your Shavasana. Feet can go towards the top two corners of your mat. Arms can be long next to your body. Make any movements or adjustments that you would like to make here in order to settle in. There is nothing that you need to do right now, and there is nowhere else for you to be. So can you simply be here right now? taking this time for yourself. Taking this time to rest. Stay here, enjoy your Shavasana, and I will guide you back when it is time. Begin to deepen into your breath. Bring some movement into your body. Whatever kind of movement feels natural and feels good for you right now. Take your time to make your way over onto one side, right or left. Use one arm as a pillow for your head and place the other hand out in front of you for support. As you are ready, you can press yourself up and come into a comfortable seated position. Let's take a big breath here together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed this class. If you did, it would be really great if you hit the subscribe button. This way you won't miss out on any of the other yoga classes that I will be sharing here on my channel. You can also hit the thumbs up, and you can leave me a comment letting me know any thoughts, questions, comments, whatever you like. I always love hearing from you. Thank you once again for being here, and thank you for your support. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.